Hey guys, Nick here, Sales and Trails. Thanks for joining me on my flipping adventure. Today, I'm just going on a little bit of a walk in the afternoon sun. It's more on that side of the mountain, but yeah, you're going to hear a lot of sheep and you're just going to hear me chatting about time, really. Time to do things. It's so finite, as we all know, and so limited. There's not enough hours in the day, but yeah, I'm going to go over how I try to manage my time and I want to see how you guys manage yours, to be honest, as well. Oh, I was fairly certain this is the path which me and one of my old friends, Brett, found a really awesome evergreen sort of like moss sort of campsite sort of area, and you know, it would have been a perfect place to pitch up a tent and just be able to look under the stars and have a couple of beers. But I think that might have been the previous path. But yeah, no, I think I remember this one. Come to mention it, I remember actually walking up this old dried riverbed. Let's have a little wander first before I get into the actual topic at hand. So, fellow YouTubers, subscribers, people who are new to the channel, how do you manage your time? Because I do find it quite difficult with the amount of things I have to do, because I work full-time. As well as that, then I do the videos to you guys, I got the baby, and I gotta have a little bit of additional free time for myself. But it sort of works up to me being almost non-stop from 5 in the morning to about 11 o'clock at night. Do you guys get that issue, or it's just me not being efficient enough? So I had this topic of a conversation with my brother around Christmas time, and he mentioned what I wanted to do, and I said to him, you know, I got loads of ideas in my head, just finding it hard really to put pen to paper and to actually get time to do things. But the one thing he did say is I tend to overload myself. At the moment I think I'm doing okay when it comes to everything, but it might change. We'll see how that goes. So I'm going to try and break down what I tend to do and try and figure out, and hopefully you guys may be able to assist me in figuring out what's best and where I can be more efficient. Because at the moment, sorry, there's a bit of glare there. At the moment, I'm actually kind of struggling to keep the editing as well as actually going out on the walks. I don't mind doing the walks, but they're probably my more favourite thing to do. But you are going for 4 to 6 hours on a walk, and then the editing takes, you know, at least an hour and a half, at least. And I also need to improve on thumbnails, but as well as learning everything. But yeah, so the walks take like 4 to 6 hours, you know, and then you got the times where I go to the charity shops, the car boot sales, the actual selling aspect of that as well, which does take time. It's quite a long process actually, just to edit. Got to be able to put the items up on platforms, to take photos of them, do the descriptions. The time actually adds up a lot, and then I have at least, you know, 4 hours or so with the baby, 3 hours, 4 hours just hanging out. You know, we'll have dinner together and spend a little bit of time with my partner as well. But yeah, I don't even know where exactly to start when it comes to time management anymore. I keep getting distracted from the actual topic, but someone's actually made a campsite here, sort of a teepee sort of thing. I've seen a couple of these in the woods actually, come to think of it, but none as fully formed as this one. Alongside this tree which does look a little bit like the Whomping Willow out of Harry Potter's in my eyes. It is a bit ominous here actually, having the little teepee down there as well. But let's continue walking. Yeah, I think I'm going to turn back off this track and make my way back onto the main path. So getting a little bit creepy. That's another problem I have actually. I tend to go off topic very, very regular. It's just one of those things where I see something and then I go, no, hang on a second, I go have a little look at this. At the moment I've got like 10 projects on the go, which I've sort of started. I've penned everything down ready for it. And I've started like sort of making the videos, but then I've got to the point where I just sort of stopped. And it feels like I need to start them all again. So I'm assuming it's one of those things where I just need to finish projects instead of looking at someone going, oh actually I'm going to go there now. Or I'll go to this charity shop, I'll go to this car boot, and not actually finalising the videos I'm doing. That's probably why they're quite scattered as well, and sort of off the cuff as well. I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those things where I gotta sort of sit down and properly plan everything out. But I kind of like doing the off the cuff stuff because it feels not forced in a way. And plus I get to come out on evenings like this and just enjoy a little wander. Sun's out. I get to enjoy this down on an evening tea. So as I mentioned, I work full time. I bend steel actually, and that's quite a heavy job, quite a lot of manual work to it, and that sort of tires you out even before I get to everything else I want to do for YouTube for you guys. But apart from that, then, you know, like I said, I'm a father. You always got to spend time with your children, make time for them. At the end of the day, you also got to make a little bit of time for yourself, otherwise you'll just, you know, explode. But I always feel like I'm not being proactive enough when it comes to certain topics, and especially the sales side. I really need to get back into that, because that is going to be the lifeblood of the channel. Actually creating the income to be able to go do more adventures, really. But yeah, it's just finding the time to do it. It is very difficult to manage. I do wonder how people manage to actually have a YouTube channel, a full-time job. I know a lot of them don't, but to be able to manage all that and actually get really good content out at the same time, like mine is like mid at best, I'd say. I've got a lot of improvement to do, but yeah, just how they manage the time. So being new on YouTube as well, they always say the best thing to do is not necessarily pump out videos and content, but it's good to get quite a lot of it out of the way, in terms of like getting all your bad editing, getting all the issues when it comes to your videoing, and basically getting all the bad stuff out the way, getting the early stages of your channel going, and then everything will sort of snowball after that. So I'm just wondering if I'm doing too many videos and not enough videos right now as well. So I kind of feel like I'm getting a bit more what would be the term, a bit more comfortable, I would say, on the camera, and being able to get out there and find stuff which is actually of relative interest. Not that I'm interested, of course. You can obviously tell in my voice I tend to not sound interesting either, but I do take the piss out of myself a bit too much as well, to be honest. But I think one of the main things that's making me enjoy doing YouTube even more is I'm actually controlling a little bit of my time to be able to go out, have an explore, have a little bit of exercise, see some wildlife. You know, it's mental how many times I see squirrels, I've seen foxes, I've seen, you know, obviously a lot of sheep, but yeah, just getting out there, like stuff you know, which I haven't seen in a long time, or it's paths I've never walked on, You do see up here a lot of motorbike paths. We do get a lot of motorcycles up here. I don't mind really, to be honest, as long as they're not damaging the environment too much. But yeah, just being out here and enjoying it. If there was ways to improve the channel, what would you suggest? I'm always open to criticism. I'm always open to ideas, especially ideas more than criticism, though they're both very constructive in my eyes. But what would you think would be an improvement on the actual channel itself? Yeah, I draw a blank most of the time. I always say that 2 pairs of eyes are better than 1, especially in my workplace. You have to do that with the machines. Sometimes you can get extremely frustrated and you need to walk off and let someone else have a little look at it. There's a little wall up there. Standing in those trees, and it actually sounded like being on a pirate ship. It was all the groaning and creaking of the wood. It's mental. So I should really mention, I got a couple of plans coming up in the near future, in the next couple of weeks actually, where we're going to take Fiona on her first holiday. It's going to be a staycation. We're actually going to go to West Wales, Saundersford. So there's going to be a couple of videos down there from the likes of Folly Farm. You've got Manor Park. There's the Lily Ponds, as well as I might take a little trip to Dobby's Wrestling Place in Harry Potter. Can't remember the name of that one now. I'll pop that in somewhere. But yeah, we're going to take her away for 5 nights, test the waters, as you say, and then if she's quite comfortable being away, I think there'll be more of a regular occurrence then. I really want to go up to places like Barmouth and Anglesey and a few other places actually in England as well, but start off in Wales. Of course, we've got some very, very nice beaches, very nice places to go. But yeah, I can't wait for that. We're going to wait for a couple of years before we take her abroad, because I don't find it being that nice really for children to be abroad when it's actually boiling hot. Like, it's hard enough for me, but we'll take her to like Greece and Spain and that in the years to come. But yeah, I can't wait for that trip. Yeah, so it's like multiple things really when it comes to my week, sort of the workload that I have. So like I said, I'm trying to put 3 videos up for you guys. Trying to spend as maximum amount of time as I can with the baby and my partner. I go for a walk then on either a Saturday or a Sunday. I've got either a car boot sale or maybe go to some charity shops. And that's becoming less and less at the moment until I start selling stuff, because I'm just accumulating right now. But at the same time then, I've got my nans, my elderly nans, 3 times a week, so that factors in then time as well. But going forward, I think, you know, as the months and the years progress with this channel, I should be able to not just maximize the amount of videos I can make for you guys, but at the same time I should be more efficient when it comes to the editing, thumbnails, and probably just making everything a little bit more streamlined as well. I think I might do longer videos, but maybe sometimes a little bit more infrequent. I'm not sure yet on the structure I'm going to take things, because at the moment I'm trying to keep them around about the 10 to 20 minutes long. Obviously you will get some sales ones that are going to be smaller in length, but yeah, I try to keep it sort of a healthy sort of length. I don't really want to put out videos that are like 35-40 minutes long, especially when it's no real main topic on some of them. Like today, it's all about time. I probably procrastinated for most of the video, but at the same time, this is part of it, you know what I mean? I got to be out here exploring, looking around, finding places of interest for future videos. Like, there's a couple of places up here I'd like to go see actually. I have been up on the moors up here before, but a lot of these paths, especially the one I was just walking up down, I've never been on. And like I said, I've been walking these mountains on and off for the past sort of 30 years, you know, 25 years. So there's always something to find. What I would say, if you have time, I would advise, if you live relatively local, Jesus, he is not happy. Here is my flock, being obedient as always. Good girls. Yeah, what I was going to say is, if you got time, I'd advise coming up here and getting out on your bike. Something that I've been planning on doing. I just got to find the right bike for me at a decent price as well. I haven't ridden the bike in a very long time, so it might actually be entertaining for you guys more so than me. But there's loads of tracks to enjoy around these areas, so that might be something I might do in the future. We'll play that by ear though, because like I said, timing is an issue. Timing is something I don't have a lot of. Time. It's not just something I don't have a lot of, and it's really, for me, in the summertime, and summer's flying by so fast. This year is flying by so fast. I can't believe we're almost over halfway through 2025. But yeah, I'm going to leave the video here. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's a bit of a mishmash of a topic, really, mixed in with my inability to keep the topic going and just getting sidetracked everywhere. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.